This is the deputy I told you about.
Splendid. Splendid! It's a noble calling being a Three-Star Ranger. We certainly could use more of you. Let's get down to it, shall we? Time is money. I'm sure I don't have to tell you what an outrage it is to have a ship stolen right out of the factory. Justice must be done, and the sooner the better.
I found your stolen ship on Montera Luna.
That's good news. I'll send my people over to bring it home. Of course, that doesn't mean your work is done. I want the thief found and prosecuted to the full extent of the law. I'm sure I don't need to remind you of my position on the Council of Governors.
Yes, sir, Mr. Hope. You can count on me.
I'm glad we understand each other.
I'm not certain why you choose to back this Free-Star elitist snob, but that's your choice. I'll back your play, but I don't have to like it.
Now, tell me that you've at least got a lead of some kind.
Of course I do. A group of mercenaries hired a thief to steal your ship.
Well, I can't say I'm surprised. Sadly, there's no lack of mercenaries in the settled systems. I suppose the chance to cut costs by stealing a ship was too good to pass up. Well, I'm not sure I can be much help, but I'll answer whatever questions I can.
Why didn't anyone report the theft?
Because I told them not to. If word got out, it would do irreparable harm to our image. I'm in fierce competition with other starship manufacturers. Any sign of weakness could be fatal. What's more, every starship thief in the settled systems would likely flock to Hopetown and start planning the next heist.
Well, I mean, you have, virtually no actual security measures in place here. So, I suppose that makes sense. You should really look into that. Was there anything unique about the stolen ship?
No, nothing at all. It was just a standard HopeTech cargo holder. Not that it didn't have great value, mind you. HopeTech builds some of the most durable and reliable starships in the settled systems. Now, you can bet my ships last twice as long as anything Stroud Eklund makes.
Did anyone see the thief?
We questioned everyone who was in the building when it happened, and not one person seems to have seen anything at all. Frankly, I think that's both highly unlikely and more than a little suspicious. However, I can't deny there are times when the hangar is empty, so it's not inconceivable the thief could have slipped in unseen.
The thief had inside help. Know anything about that?
What? Nonsense! We vet our people thoroughly here. HopeTech holds its employees to the very highest standards.
No, you don't.
Nevertheless, I suppose I could have Cosette conduct a thorough personnel review. Rest assured, if we turn up any evidence that one of our people was an accomplice, I'll let you know.
You know, if you did actually vet your people to the highest standards, then, some random individual wouldn't be able to just walk onto the floor like they own the place where the construction's happening and even board your ships. But I think we're done here.
Very well. I need you to understand something, Deputy. This town is home to men, women, and children who depend on HopeTech for a living. I provide jobs that put food on their tables and a roof over their heads. It's a responsibility that I take very seriously. If word gets out about the stolen ship, my investors will lose trust, and my workers will pay the price. I can't allow that.
Well, heavy is the head that wears the crown. I'm sure the burden of responsibility for your workers is an inconvenience, Mr. Hope. But the deputy has responsibilities as well.
Despite what you think, I have great respect for the badge and the difficult choices that come with it. But my primary concern is for the welfare of my people.
If that were true, Mr. Hope, some of those jobs that you provide would be to competent security personnel. But I understand your position.
I hope so.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Mr. Hope.
I see what you did there,
Not now, Cosette.
Mr. Hope.
It was something.
But sir, we have new information. I've just received a report that the stolen ship was seen landing at Neon just after the theft.
A breakthrough at last. Well, Deputy, it sounds like you'll be heading to Neon, which means I can get back to work. Remember what we discussed. My people are depending on you.
Hey, can I get a word?
Yes, one moment. Sarah? No. Okay, you won't talk to me right now? Alright. Yes,
Okay,
Nia.
let's talk about next steps.
Alright.
That wasn't as helpful as it could have been. Still, at least you know where to pick up the trail.
It's enough to go on.
Let's hope. So, guess you're headed for Neon. There's a ranger stationed there. Name's Jalen Price. He's a little different than the rest of us. But Neon's a different kind of place.
Jalen Price, got it. I also have my own connections in Neon.
He should be able to help you out. Well, we've both got work to do. It was good to meet you, Deputy. Thanks again for helping me out up there.
Thanks for setting up the meeting.
No problem. Good luck on Neon, Deputy.
Thank you. Holy. I thought Ryujin was paying me well.
Ah, my day just got a whole lot brighter.
Aww.
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
Have you had any past relationships you're willing to discuss?
There was a particular someone back in my days with the UC Navy. We actually became quite close at first. But as I rose in rank, I became more interested in my career than what she needed from me. I let her drift away. By the time I realized what was happening, it was too late. She requested a transfer, and I lost touch. Anyway, I've dated other men and women at various points in my life, but I'd hardly classify any of them as relationships. As you might have guessed, I tend to concentrate on work and let my personal feelings fall by the wayside.
If we distract
It
ourselves,
often drives others away.
our edge dulls. But if something happens,
Oh, I love our little chats. You know how to make a woman feel special.
I fear for whoever gets between a ranger and their quarry.
Let's go, Sarah.
Folks from all over the Freestar Collective come here looking. Keep an eye on your valuables. You can't protect your own. You don't want it.
So, as you know, as I'm pretty sure you know, in my I shouldn't be saying this here.
I have an announcement.
Where is my exit? No, this is a view of the... Ah, here are some stairs, though.
We'd be dust except for the factory.
Yeah, so you might want to actually do some decent security work then. Yes, a scanner that beeps and does nothing else. So, as I'm pretty sure you know,
Nothing ever.
I've conducted some, Not here.
Captain Gabriel, do you require my assistance?
So, where to next?
So as I'm sure you're aware, I've conducted a few, acts of corporate, espionage and sabotage at Hope Tech in my duties as an operative for Ryujin. And the jobs were ridiculously easy. Like, no one questioned my presence, no one's like, who are you? What are you doing on board this ship under construction? Nothing like that. I mean, if Mr. Hope really took things seriously, some random man off the street shouldn't be able to just walk in like he owns the place. But, Sarah? I'm going to follow this through to completion, and, I think that would probably go more smoothly if I didn't have you, making snide comments at all of the Freestar citizens. So, unfortunately, my
Let me
love...
guess. You missed me and you couldn't stay away.
No, actually, as I was saying, I think it's time we went our separate ways for a bit, my love.
Okay, just please, be careful.
Right, I'm sorry, sweetheart. But, yeah, I have a feeling things would have gone better with Mr. Hope had you not, brought up your anti-Freestar baggage. And I understand you were in the war. I mean, I don't understand that. I mean, you really look like you're too young to have been in the war, but...
I'm up for a little adventure.
That's good, but, don't think you're quite who I want with me at the moment. Alright, before I hit up Neon, I'd like to get someone else traveling with me. Someone else to watch my back. I'd like to keep the Constellation folk on the ship, though. Right, what skills shall I get better at? I mean, I could go ahead and get piloting too already. I've got some ways to go on my next security. Oh, but piloting too. Since I already have 2 security, that'll be enough to unlock the next tier of tech skills. Though, I do wish to... do I have to actually qualify for unlocking that skill? Alright. I also feel like I should broaden my horizon with my social skills. Weightlifting would be good, fitness would be good. I mean, there are just too many good options. The next level of wellness would be great. Ship command is definitely something I want to work towards. Oh, I'm also ready to do my next rifle certification. Or lasers. Or ballistics or pistols, for that matter. one more in combat would allow me to go for the next tier. We'll go towards piloting. I really do want to be able to get better. Alright. It's not bad. I mean, I think good might be a little overselling it a bit, but it's not a terrible day. You know what, I'd say it's just a fairly normal, neutral day. And that's fine.
Ship's clear.
Of course, the weather turns nice just as we're leaving.
Orbital insertion complete. You may now move freely about the cabin.
Now, I think according to my crew roster, I believe it said that Lynn is in Sidonia. I want to see if she'd be willing to come with me. She seems a capable woman, and I've missed her. Although I'm not sure how my wife would feel about me having another attractive woman watch my back. Oh. Apparently I need to speak to Percival while I'm there. And speak with someone called Trevor? Well, whatever. Central Hub. Don't know where that is. Oh, hopefully... Oh, this is the Central Hub.
Sometimes I wish I'd taken an easier job.
I know the Deimos employees here on Mars think I'm overbearing. But what they don't know is that I've saved this operation from being shut down countless times.
I was beginning to wonder if you weren't coming back.
Sorry, Lynn, I just don't really have anywhere to assign you. You mind if I ask you some personal questions?
I suppose that wouldn't kill me.
Why don't you wash your face? Do you know anything about the artifact I found while I was working at Argos?
No, I don't. I only ask as many questions as I need to get my job done. I had no idea it was dangerous.
What other strange things have you found underground?
I've seen skeletons the size of starships buried in sheetrock, and crystals that release a toxic gas potent enough to kill you through your suit.
Yikes.
Once I was part of a job that unearthed an entirely new species of cave-dwelling insects. You never know what you'll find when you break ground. Rocks are good at keeping secrets. Best of luck out there.
Alright, thanks, Lynn. Well, I can't take you with me. That's too bad. Alright,
Mars,
then.
they say. They's great, they say.
I'm 99% sure I don't have any contraband right now. Oh no, I haven't picked anything up since the last time I was in a system that gets scanned. So yes, I don't have contraband. So let's return to Jemison.
As much as I love uncovering new questions, I wouldn't mind a few answers now and then. It's been quieter around here ever since Vladimir went to live on the Eye full time.
I'm sorry, never mind.
Stay safe,
I didn't
okay?
really have anything to discuss.
Been up there, huh? Space?
joke.
Oh.
Say those maroon zealots worship snakes.
That's right.
Had a question?
Some kind of celestial being. They call it the Great Serpent. Is it real? Hell if I know. They think it is. That makes them dangerous.
Yes, actually, I'm curious. How long have you been with the Vanguard, Commander?
Me? 6, 7 years now? Was a recon squad commander in a former life, so it wasn't too big a jump bossing around foreign pilots instead. But Vanguard's been a quality assignment. Meet new people, judge them on a series of diverse criteria, get them out there helping people who need it.
Right, well, I'd like to clean up some terramorphs, if you've got
Sure
any more
thing.
reports.
You ready to head out right now?
Any chance you could up the standard rate for me? I'm a specialist, after all.
Oh, I went ahead and authorized the highest specialist pay grade we've got as soon as it was decided you'd be doing this work. You're getting top dollar. So, are you good to get started?
Of course I am.
Let's get to the details. Let me pull up the coordinates. There. Head there and send that tango to its maker. Good hunting.
Thanks, John.
Here on Vanguard business?
Among other things. I wanted to see if I could, Yes, the pilot simulator. I could use a little more non-lethal practice.
You'd be surprised how many seasoned pilots don't clear that exam. But cargo hauling isn't combat.
That makes sense.
Looking to polish those flying skills? Well,
Indeed.
the goal remains the same. Defeat as many opponents as you can before your ship is disabled. Defeat 3 tiers of opponents to complete the exam. Good hunting.
New targets active. All targets eliminated. Progress recorded. Tier 1 reached. Initiating Tier 2. New targets active.
You must be able to do better than that. Target defeated.
All targets eliminated. Progress recorded. Tier 2 reached. Initiating Tier 3. New targets active.
Target defeated.
target defeated.
All targets eliminated. Progress recorded. Tier 3 reached.
Well done. You've cleared a sufficient number of tiers to complete the exam. You may now exit the simulator, or stay and try your hand at the remaining enemy groups.
New targets active.
Your progress ends here.
Halting simulation. Well done. You can now either exit through the simulator hatch to log your results, or restart the exam from the cockpit's system terminal.
Alright, well, in a real world situation with my ship and my crew, I would have been able to do some repairs. I would have been able to do some repairs and take out that ship. Oh well. I wonder what's going on down there. Have we done anything about Vivictus yet?
You should head back upstairs. The Admiral wants your presence.
Was of course curious about what it's like in here. If you're reading this, loyal UC Cog, it means the Cabinet have finally found the guts to do away with me. Good for them. While I have been in no hurry to return to the dust from whence I came, I consider myself almost lucky. After all, it is the first indication the group has any spine at all. I sincerely hope this is a sign of things to come. Otherwise, you and the whole of the UC are doomed. Simply look at the world around you. House Faroon shutting down their embassy and retreating for unknown reasons back to their nest, and the Freestar Collective in their most powerful position since their founding. Conflict is brewing, little cog, and do you trust this cabinet to get you through it? They couldn't even defend their own spaceport from heat leeches. What will they do when House Faroon returns in full force? Talk? Hard to do when you've intentionally shuttered your own embassy. Do you believe when they come back it will be in any form other than as bloody crusaders? And look at the Freestar Collective. The UC's capitulation during the war, their inability to make the hard but necessary choices, has put the Collective in a position of supremacy for the first time in human history. They're like a tumor that, rather than being excised, has been permitted to grow larger every day. Now perhaps the UC will use their newly displayed spying and actually do something to stymie this more powerful collective before it's too late to stop them. But I doubt it. No, dear Cog, this cabinet will no doubt revert to their old ways, scared, acquiescent, unwilling to make hard choices. But by then I'll be gone, and you will have to deal with the consequences. So then which of us is the lucky one? All right. Well, my curiosity is satisfied.
I wonder if I'll miss New Atlantis when Tony and I leave. No, probably not.
I wonder if you and Tony will ever actually leave.
After an interlude of stability, the infamous Shaw gang struck again. But the robbery did not go well, resulting in a potentially deadly standoff. The Reaper Ranger were able to resolve the hostage situation with no civilian casualties.
It's official. She said she found someone else.
Looks like you got a few diplomatic mission stamps in your file.
Now, if I were my adoring fan, where would I be? Oh, maybe he's stalking my home. I suppose I might as well try to sell some of my excess cargo. I think.
What if we just broadened our hiring search? Maybe that would change.
Cool spacesuit.
Thank you.
Bulk items may require multiple levels of approval and can take up to several weeks for an official response. We apologize for any delay.
Oh, no worries, Miss Sang.
Welcome to UC Distribution. Something I can do for you?
Yep, I'd like to see what you have for sale, please.
I hope we have what you need.
I hope so, too. Do they have any of that? No, of course not. Yeah, I think I'm actually done right now. Sorry.
Service with a smile. That's the UC way.
You're out there a lot, right? In space? Just do us all a favor and never turn into one of those spacers. Scum of the galaxy.
That
Robbing,
will...
stealing, killing. Even the Crimson Fleet don't trust him.
That will never happen.
You think I could pull off that look? With a scarf and some bangs and everything. I don't know about that. Right. Still, I'd like to try it.
What is this shit about heat witches being buried?
Well, it's just that that's the case. What's going on? Heat leeches are baby terramorphs.
The FC is nothing but a bunch of warmongers and murderers.
Oh?
The Free Star Collective. A collective of snakes.
I think that's House Varun.
A programmer on board, but their shipboard system literally
Um,
uses quantum synergy software.
What's your problem with the FC?
What's my problem with them? Really? I'm keeping the FC accountable for the terrible things they've done.
The colony war was an unforgivable tragedy. Countless lives could have been spared, but the Freestar Collective was out for blood. The Freestar Collective took my father away from me.
What happened was terrible, but we all have to try and move on from it.
But that's not what I want. I don't want us to move on. I want people to wake up and realize what the FC did to us, and I want them to be angry. I want justice and closure for everyone in the UC.
What do you think should happen to the FC embassy?
Well, I want it torn down, of course. The fact that there's even an embassy for them here after what they did, it's infuriating. Tear it down. Tear it all down.
Diplomacy is needed to make sure another colony war won't happen again. We need that embassy.
Ha! Diplomacy? That doesn't mean anything to the FC. They'll break any law and treaty that they feel like. It doesn't matter to them.
All right.
All right.
All my life, I've wondered about, well, you know, the question.
Howdy.
Oh, that's the archives. Supposedly Barrett or Sam with me.
I gotta complain to her about this. You might want to do things.
Another day, another shift. You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving.
Alright, I actually wanted to check out the viewport.
Excuse me? Yes, what?
Hope life is treating you well. Let me know if I can get you anything.
Not used to people coming up to me. The suit usually scares them off. Although I guess that's my fault, isn't it?
It's an impressive suit, if a little intimidating.
Yeah, well, I go all over. A little psychological warfare up front tends to make things easier.
I'm guessing you're a mercenary then, or military?
Retired, actually. From too many lives to count. But I've been all those things, yeah? And a few more. I spend a lot of time in the fringes these days. God help you if you come across something someone wants. You'd think it was things like civilizations and factions that cause people to want to shoot each other. No, even without that, it's still winner take all.
There's a whole philosophy behind that sentence, isn't there?
You're on to me.
That's pretty bleak, though. Plenty of people out there helping each other.
Of course. That's what makes the reality so tragic. Wait a second. I think I'm in danger of having a real conversation with someone for a change. Better stop here. I'm sure we'll see each other again.
Alright then.
Hi, how are you?
Kill for a cup of coffee right about now.
I don't recommend doing that. I mean, there's a Terra Brew right over here.
Thanks for choosing Terra Brew. What can I get you?
I'm good right now, actually.
Take it from an old man. Everything is precious. But some things
Where are we going?
a little more.
What are we doing? What's next for me and you?
Can I not just have you accompany me? That's tragic. Let's get you assigned somewhere.
I will go wherever you direct me.
Oh, you can't just be... Okay. Well, Barrett or Sam then?
Hello?
Barrett or Sam?
Heard the cabinet's assembled some kind of elite anti-terramorph unit. About damn time. Wonder if they're taking applications. You see any heat leeches, you've got our permission to take care of them. Things are dangerous, apparently.
Very. I mean, if you'd like to come with me,
I think I could live on coffee if I had to.
I mean, I suppose so. Alright, well, I guess you weren't actually serious about that then. When a member of the Terramorph Management Department is trying to speak with you, you just walk away. Oh well. And to see if it's Barrett or Sam, you'll have to tune into the next episode of Starfield Interplanetary Diplomacy, starring yours truly, some guy you've never heard of, as Mr. Victor Gabriel.